Hi Kimberly, so I'm going to do a quick reading for you, just sort of a bit of a generic one, just sort of with the question that you ask, just what's happening in your life, things like that. So I'm just going to draw, I've got a couple of decks here, and I just felt drawn to the Archangels and the Ascending Masters deck that I've got. So I'm just going to pick a couple of cards for you, and then what I'll do is I'll just explain what the cards mean. So we'll go through and have a look. Now, as I said, I like to do, when I do readings, I like to do videos because I feel that for the sitter they feel more connected. So again, I'll just jump off and I'll go through the cards. I'll get ones that pop out at me, just because I feel that they're the stronger ones that are connected through the energy of the person in the cards. So we'll have a bit of a look. Sometimes it can take a little while for a card to pop out, so I do apologise. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'll show you these cards and then I'll pop them down once we're done. So fertility. So that comes up straight away to me, that family is very strong with you. And I can't remember if I put in the comment with you that it shone through really, really strong when I looked at your picture that, your children are a massive part of your life with, any mother or most mothers, the children are, but especially I find that you have, you've got a big family, especially boisterous boys is sort of what I'm getting with this particular one here. So children is a very big thing to you as well. Now, obviously as a mother, you put your children first and things like that, but I'm finding that you don't have any sort of time left for you, if that makes sense. You need to, at least once a day, take out, whether it be, 10, 15 minutes just for yourself, whether it's, you meditate, you have a nice warm bath, put a couple of candles on or something like that. I'm finding that's something that you need to do. So obviously you put your children first, things like that, but you also need to sit there and put yourself first as well. So that's one thing that you need to do, because I'm finding, even if you're trying to, find a partner or, a new person in your life, and this is where it gets a little bit hard to sort of explain. I do apologise. So, you want to put your children first. You don't want to have a deadbeat, come in and be around your children. That's understandable. But I feel like you don't put yourself first enough to get to that line, if that makes sense, of meeting somebody, because you put your children first. Now, I hope that really does make sense. Feel free to message me, things like that, if you want to talk more about it, and we'll go into it a little bit better. Now, I am finding, I don't know if you can see in this card up the back here that there's actually a rainbow. Rainbows are a symbol for abundance. So there's something in your life that you've been thinking of as well. Most people generally think, when they think of abundance, is money. That's not always the case. Abundance isn't anything. So it could be financially, it could be love, it could be, friendship, it could be meeting a person, like that kind of abundance. So so there's something that you've been thinking a lot of. It could possibly be meeting someone. I feel though it's something different. And I feel that it might be inside as well. So I'm feeling, there's a lot of, what everyone has, the sort of generic and general self-esteem issues and things like that. But I feel that, this is stopping you as well from meeting someone. What we think about ourselves is what we reflect out to the world. And you don't give yourself enough. So that's what I'm getting from that particular card there. Okay, so going in hand, we've got with this one here. Now, this was the second card that jumped out at me. Priorities. So I believe this goes hand in hand with the one we were talking about with fertility, which was the first card. Priorities. You need to prioritize yourself. You need to prioritize your children, career, jobs, finances, things like that. You need to prioritize stuff. First and foremost, you need to sit there and you need to put yourself first on a certain level. Now, it may not be all the time, putting yourself first, because you're not that type of person. You're one of these... You're so caring, you've got a big heart, and I feel like you have a little bit of, you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, so to speak, because you take in everyone's problems. Everyone, if someone or love, they have a problem, they come to you because you're just one of those people. you know, one of those persons that'll just sit there and you know, you'll take in their problems and you make them feel better. But you take it in and you hold it. That's also what an empath is. And there's certain things that you can do for that to help you, you know, overcome a lot of that. But if you look at King Solomon over here, you know, look at his face. He sits there and he's just tired, you know, just tired and over it. He throws his hands up in the air that I'm over this. And I feel like you're at that stage. Or you've had those stages, obviously, where you just get to the point where you go, you know what, I'm just over this crap. So you really need to prioritize, and I believe you need to sit down and write these down. I'm getting sort of like a lot of writing and things like that that you need to do as well. All right, so I'll draw another card for you. And I believe also with that priorities, now look, I don't know what you believe in spiritually, things like that, but I found in that priorities card too, if you sort of sat there and you saw the crystal up the top there, I believe crystals are going to help you as well. So, you know, if you look straight ahead here, you've got a big rose quartz crystal here. This is what you need to do. Oh, sorry. You need to have things like that in your life to bring in the properties and things like that of the crystals, because I believe that will definitely help you. All right. One card that I've got here as well is trust. Now, you need to trust your instincts. You need to trust your intuition. But then you also need to have a bit of trust with people as well. You've been trampled on. And the way I feel about you, it's sort of that whole once bitten, twice as shy, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's sort of the feeling that I'm getting from you. And how you go about, you know, say meeting someone new and things like that. You know, trust. Trust is going to be a big thing where you're going to have to sort of bring down some of those walls and go, all right, I'm going to put faith and trust in this person. Now, obviously, you know, you're a person that uses common sense and things like that, so we don't need to talk about that. But you need to have trust in someone. You know, go off your intuition or your gut feelings, as they say it, because you are rarely wrong. You know, you're very strong in that area. So this is something that you need to do. And I'm finding your head chakra. You need to look at getting that aligned. You need to look at you know, working some head issues out and things like that you have. So these could be sort of, you know, again, it's the whole emotional, mental, you know, things like that. You need to get that sorted out. So whatever's sort of going on, you know, with the head, need to get that sorted out. See, that could even be the frame of mind that you're in. You know, I'm finding a lot of the whole self-doubt, you know, things like that. So obviously, you need to start prioritizing and putting yourself first, and you need to start trusting people. You know, and this is mainly, I would say, is you know, a potential partner. You know, if you sit there and you don't have that trust and, you know, the benefit of the doubt, someone's going to just slip by you and, you know, they could be Mr. Right, you know. So I hope this reading does help you and you get a little bit from it. So, I'll just show you just quickly, because I do like to show people these particular cards, because I always say to people, have a look at the cards yourself, because sometimes there's symbols that don't mean anything to me, but they'll mean something to you. So I always say to people, have a bit of a squizzy, have a bit of a look, you know, pause at things like that. So I do hope you did enjoy the reading and it resonates on you on a certain level. But again, you know, any questions, any concerns, feel free to message me or PM me or anything like that. All right then, well, I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye.